Hello, Jace Fugate here with another session of the Introduction to the Go Programming Language course. So we're going to be continuing on arrays, and today we're going to be talking about a different way to be able to iterate over an array with a for loop. So here's a new keyword we're going to talk about today is range. And so what this will do is similar to that I colon equals 0, comma, I is less than the length of the array, and then comma I plus plus. It's going to allow us to go over each item in the array. So what you do is you have your for loop, and then you declare two variables. One is going to equal the index, so that's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the value is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then colon equals range, and then the array that you want to go over, and then the block of code that you want to run. So this will go and first stop at the first element. The index is going to be 0, the value be Monday. It will then run this code, and in our case it's going to print out the index, format it into the %d, and then format the value into %s. Then it will go to the next element, go to Tuesday. The index will be 1, the value will be 2, and then it continues on that path. So it'll be 2 and wed, thurs, or 3 and thurs, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's go ahead and clear this, and let's print this out. There you have it. Day 0 of the week is Monday, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, let's show another example. So in this example, it will be the same examples that we've seen previously. Is we're going to be summing the values of all of these floats in this array. But you'll notice that we're using the underbar. So what this will do is it will ignore the first value in the array. So if I were to put index in here, you'll notice it'll get mad at me because we're not using index here. So since we're not using it, we can do similar to what we do with when we capture the value from a function. We can use an underbar and say, I want to ignore this. Let's go ahead and run this. You'll notice it'll be similar as it was before. It'll sum everything up, and it'll give us 25. So it went through and gave us, first it was 3.5, so added 3.5 to 0. And then it took 7.2, added 7.2 to 3.5, and then 4.8 to that, 9.5 to that. Similarly, you could say, I want the index, but I don't want the value. You will notice, though, that when I save it, it will tell me, hey, you can just omit that second value. Which we'll go and do that. We'll just erase that. And we'll sum up all the indexes. We do have to cast this to a float, 64, because this is an integer, and then this is a float, 64. So we'll go ahead and cast that, and we'll run this, and then we'll get the number 6 because we just added 0 to 0, and then 1 to 0, and then 2 to 1, and then 3 to 3. But you can use range to loop over an array. You can either grab the index, you can either grab the value, or you can use both over each iteration over. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely play around with this. As I always say, figure out what it can and can't do. And we'll see you again.